you should be figuring out that I don't want you to do what I do. It's not always safe, and today is no exception. If you look in the rearview mirror, what you'll see is a 3/4 ton Ford pickup behind the Element, which is probably putting it under a pretty good load. But I needed to move it out of the area where I bought it at auction, and so I hooked it up to the dolly, and in the process I come along, fold it up, and so I was barely able to get it on there. So I can't unload it, and I have to take it somewhere. I've got a buddy down here in south of the town where I bought it, and I'm going to store it at his property. My buddy's not home. He's still working, but he's going to be getting home in a little bit. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you what I'm doing. And it was hot, and I got it done, and it's always super stressful when you're doing this kind of work. So gotta go. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we have 331,000 miles on this thing, on the original engine and transmission. I'm not sure how long it will want to continue to be treated like this, but hopefully this is over soon. I think I'm about 10 miles away. Gotta go again. I thought I'd pull over on the side of the road and just wait and maybe do some work on this thing to see if I could get the engine to turn over. As you can see, it's an F250. Looks like it might have been some kind of a service truck. Not a bad seat in it. 4-speed, 50 something thousand, or 150 something, or 250 something. Green, I think it's lunar green is the color. And we're gonna kind of continue to walk around it. 3/4 ton. I think it's a heavier duty 3/4 ton. Nice bumper on the back. Prevent forest fires. It's actually not in terrible shape. The engine, I have not yet checked to see if it turns over or not. I'm actually not going to open that yet. I like those mirrors. So yeah, Ford F250. I'll pop the hood and we'll take a look under there. I made a huge list of stuff to bring along, and managed to forget to bring the camera, so I'm using my phone today. One of the most important things for me, because I would like to drive this home, is to see if, oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, let's go ahead and do a full revolution. Oh, oh. Yeah, it looks good. I think it's gonna be a good one. Oh. Hey man, what's going on? Remember when I said don't do what I do? Well, there's a good reason for it. I'm substituting this for the next section of video, which I did not get. But Rob, Daniel's son, and I were navigating the ditch bank over to his house, and we're going through several bumps, and the straps came off of the truck, and the truck rolled forward over the front of the dolly, and I was stuck. The truck would not go backwards, and it would not go forward because it would hit the car. And so we spent a lot of time with some jacks and some blocks trying to lift it up high enough, and it was not going to happen. So basically what I did was I had to unhook the trailer from the truck, the dolly, from the Element, and then I had to block the wheels on the dolly, and then I basically put the ramps down and used the chain to pull the truck forward, and the rear wheels went up on the ramps and then went and popped over the dolly. Once I had that done, then it was the only thing we could have done without having a crane to pick the vehicle up, and we were blocking the road, which was the way that some people come and go, and so it was a little bit stressful. We were scrambling to get it done. Basically then kept the chain from the Element to the truck, hooked the dolly to the truck, and then took that whole parade of vehicles the rest of the way down the ditch bank and into the driveway. It was really sandy, and the Element was pulling hard to get up there, but it managed to bring it all home, and I was so glad that it's actually made me think that dolly is actually a dangerous thing for me to own. And so I'm actually thinking about selling it and getting myself a flatbed trailer. I think that's what I need, and that'd be a lot safer than what I've been doing. So good lessons there. But immediately Daniel immediately got home after that, missed all the fun, and we just started to dive into this truck. And so I'll be talking a little bit over the video as we kind of get into that piece of it. So, and Daniel and I have known each other for quite a while. He's an old contact that used to help me buy old Broncos. I first met his son when he was 4 years old, and so now he's an adult with a child of his own. And the two of them are exactly alike. And so we spent some time just diving into this thing. They both are into Fords. And we started looking at the vehicle and putting some gasoline in it. We started chasing down what it was missing. And what it was missing was the solenoid, the cables. It was missing a rotor for the distributor. It was missing the alternator and the wiring associated with that. And so once we thought, well, I brought an alternator with me, so we went ahead and put that in. I had the bolts and the hardware from another truck that I had. It was just in my mix of parts, and right away Daniel started pouring a little gas down the carburetor, and we started playing with trying to get ignition for it. So let's listen to a little of that. Now it's gonna go back. All right, let's see.
What?
All right, somebody work the throttle, maybe.
Did you unhook that wire though, remember?
Oh,
hold on. It's good.
No, it should be good. Let's try.
The keys on?
Try, maybe. Huh? Oh, yeah. It quickly became evident that we didn't have any ignition other than when the starter was on, and these vehicles have two different systems, one for when it's starting and one for when it's running. The running one was not working, and so we went ahead and just hot wired it. At first it didn't sound good. 3 years of sitting, not good. But it began to clear up as the engine ran a little bit. Oh man, that thing sounds good. That thing sounds good, man.
Right now, look. Yeah. You did throw a little bit of change the oil, I did.
Yeah.
Where you get the transmission put? Where do you put it?
In the oil.
In the oil.
It's high detergent. And I used to do it with my old Mustang, but you put it in there and it would run with no mystery noise for a while, and then it'd come back. It takes the
All the tiny stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, this will probably drive all the way to your house.
Let's go, man. Nah, I'm not doing it today. So I picked it up at 3, and it's 4:45, right? Oh, is the emergency brake on?
I turned it off.
Oh, it's got that real low range, huh?
Yeah, that was granny gear. Has power?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good. Like,
Yeah.
cleared up all the noises. Speed over.
Oh yeah, not bad. Yeah, I'll have to get that the gauges all working and starting from under the dash. I haven't even checked the fuses or anything, so. Check the other gears too if you. Got 3. It's not rough. I mean, it actually feels fairly smooth. I think with an alternator in this thing, it'll get us where we need to go.
Yeah, so go anywhere. Bet you it'll make it all the way over there.
I think it will. The brakes seem like they're working okay.
I need to be let up. But for what it is,
That's better than, yeah.
reverse works. Good.
Yeah, low range is low in this thing, man. Well, that ended up being quite an adventure. It's really hot down here, and I was sweating so badly, but we got it done. So for now, the plan is that we played with it. Obviously, in the video, you'll see that we played with it, and we were able to get it running, and it sounds pretty good. It had a little bit of a tap when we first started it. I think it might have been lifters. It's probably been sitting for about 3 years, but we got it running, and we got to drive it. The only issue that it currently has is that it has no charging system. The alternator was missing. I brought one with me, but there was no wiring for it, and the harness is not there. That part of the harness is not there, and it's not cut off, so I don't know where it is. I have to do a little research, but I need to locate that stuff before next Saturday, because the plan right now is that next Saturday I'm going to go down there, get a charging system, or bring enough batteries that I can drive it 100 miles, and then they're going to follow me, and that way if it breaks down or if something happens, we'll just tow it with a strap. There's a back road that goes through Mountain Air and some of the other small communities, but we'll get it there on Saturday of next week, or this week, so that's kind of the plan. So I'm on my way home finally. Glad it's done. The truck is not a disappointment. It actually runs and drives and sounds good. It stops. It's got some really nice trim on it. Somebody cared about it and took care of it for the most part. It's got a lot of new parts. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you being here and paying attention, and I know that your time is valuable, and there's probably somebody telling you you're spending too much time on YouTube, but don't believe them. So thanks again.